There's nothing like cracking that cellophane and pulling that record out. It just smells great.
Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Non-stop hardcore energy.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Unlike any other.
With your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bod Father.
Man, this stuff rocks.
Hey guys, this is Jay from Orgy, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I am your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father, and as always, I'm bringing you guys and gals awesome interviews. And today, it's an honor and a huge privilege to welcome vocalist Jay Gordon of Orgy. Orgy has announced the remaining. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Jay's just slipping into something a little bit more comfortable here, guys. Orgy has announced the remaining dates for their revival tour starting March 19th in Las Vegas. Orgy is back with new material and a new single, Karma Castles, and a video for Spells. So glad to see these guys back because I know they had some awesome stuff back today. Of course, Blue Monday, which blew up all over the place. It's a cover. I don't care. They still knocked it out of the ballpark and did it more justice. So there you go. How you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm doing good. Just having a little soup and obviously getting dressed.
Bedtime stories with Jay Gordon.
Yeah, I gotta pick up my daughter, so can't go in there with like boxer shorts on. Like, hey guys, Yeah.
Nope. Crazy dad alert. Crazy dad alert.
Right. So yeah.
How excited are you guys to get back out on the road and finish this revival tour, man?
Dude, it's a lot of fun. The rehearsals went really well, and we actually played our Scottsdale and Vegas shows already, and those were really good. Vegas was a little weird, but definitely Scottsdale was much better than we all thought it was going to be. We didn't even do a sound check; we just did a line check because driving there took so long. So,
do y'all see a difference in the crowd coming out now prior to the pandemic?
Sure. People are a lot more hesitant to, mingle and I don't know, people were like keeping their distance and stuff, which is cool, I guess, they're just being safe and everything, but it's definitely different. It's not as crowded as it was. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. Do you see more of a bigger turnout or about the same?
No, it's definitely a little bit of a lower turnout, a lot of people masked up still, but it was cool. Like I was glad that, I was glad to play in front of people, you know what I mean? Like, so there were a couple of really good warm-up shows, and, it's only going to get better from here, man.
I've seen a lot of people doing live streaming and that's good and cool because a lot of people like to stay home and watch it, but I like to get out sometimes and go see the actual show.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And especially for you guys as performers, you don't want to be just stuck behind a camera doing a live stream.
Yeah, no, that sucks. It's not, it has a place for sure. I don't hate it. I don't knock it. I just, I feel like, it's good to see the real deal. You know what I mean? If you can, and if you can't, and then you got to do the next best thing, which is a live stream. So
the band went on a hiatus to work on your guys' side projects in 2011 after 7 years of demand from fans for new music and a tour you started looking for new members. What's your thoughts on fans still demanding music from Orgy still to this day, man?
I'm grateful that they're demanding it. You know what I mean? Keep the demand high. You know what I mean? Like I'm into it. So yeah, it was just time to do something a little bit different, and everybody was doing their own thing, so I picked up some new dudes and just was hoping for the best on that one, because I don't believe in I always hated when bands just changed all the members like I did. I call myself a hypocrite. There you go. You heard it first, but no, really it was just they have their side or whatever. And, I guess you can believe what you want to believe, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I just knew that, it just felt like, there was they were doing a lot of pushing on their own thing. And I was supportive of that. I just wanted to do Orgy again. So that's why I did that.
During that time though, Jay, how much was you writing for Orgy, or was you just specifically writing for the projects that you were in?
I mean, I would say 90% of every song has always been, myself, or maybe like, let's just say 80% to be a little more modest. But so I've always written for Orgy. I always put stuff aside even during that hiatus. Oh, this would be a cool Orgy idea or whatever, But I wrote for a lot of different projects and stuff like that. So it was all good. You tell my voice is a horse from all the rehearsing and playing.
It's all good, man. It's all good. No pain, no gains, what I say.
That's right.
What has these new members brought to this band, man, that might have been missing? Did it give you that extra kick or that jolt that you needed to put it back into the band?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Yeah, it was just, it shifted a few times, like, we went through a couple of different, positions, several different people at a couple different positions. And we finally got a lineup that really, it kills it. And yeah, everybody's energy is really focused and they're, young, pissed off, ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How excited are you to release some new material right now? Are you a little nervous to getting stuff out there as of right now, or no, just want to get it out?
As far as new material going, well, yeah, we have a new single coming out in maybe a week or two. So it's called Shady AF. And, I'm excited to get that one out. And then we have like a bunch of really heavy stuff, like a song called Ghost we got to put out coming up pretty soon. What else do we have going? I mean, we're going to release singles or at least track after track until it becomes a record. So how long and how difficult have you had to set on these tracks, man? I know it had to be difficult just sitting there, just letting them. Well, let me see. Some of them are, sorry, I keep eating this soup for my throat. Okay. But some of these tracks have been around for a little bit. Shady AF, that just kind of came about. Boom. We just kind of dialed it in, and we have a guest appearance from Rexy XO, who's a young kid that lives here in LA. We're featuring him on that track. He sings the second verse, and then we both kind of collab at the end, So, yeah, it's really cool. So, I mean, we'll have to let the fans kind of decide what they feel about it, but it's definitely, it's got some its magical Orgy moments, and it's got its magical new moments, and it's it's the best of both worlds. So,
would you say this is a new sound and chapter wise for Orgy when everybody gets
I mean, you always want to try to do something a little different than you did before, without completely forgetting where you came from. But that's just the thing. It's if I'm going to keep up with electronic music, I'm going to keep up with electronic music, period. So if I have to learn new styles of, I don't know, progressive house to, whatever, dubstep, I'll learn that stuff and learn how to do it to the best of my ability. Maybe not as good as a Skrillex or something like that, but I feel that's how you kind of keep up with what's happening, and still be able to do Orgy. So you got this rock thing meets electronic music, but the electronic music has changed so much that, and learning all that stuff takes a long time, so it's not something that you're just going to be a badass at, I don't know, techno overnight or something. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard either, but certain styles is what I'm saying.
How many tracks do you guys have done at this time? Are you going to do them one at a time, then release them that way, or what's going on?
Well, we have a lot of songs, so they might just keep coming. I don't know. I mean, definitely, at 13 or so, 14, we'll stop and call it a record. and then we're going to keep releasing tracks. So few of these I've been sitting on for a while. Just for one reason or another, wasn't I don't know. It's hard to get me in the vocal booth. Like I write a lot of music, and I always do that. And it's like, I always imagine the vocals being different than they really are. So I'm like kind of a hard ass on myself about that kind of shit. And I probably shouldn't be, because, I think people are going to like these songs. I don't know, obviously for sure, but I feel like they're definitely, it's like tracks that I can live with for sure.
Was any of these tracks going to be on a previous album or EP that just landed on this one, maybe?
There's a couple of those, there's always something like that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you finally come up with a part for this song that you're like, oh, I love this song, but like can never come up with another part for it or something. So you end up doing stuff like that on every record, I think. At least I do. Any
track standing out more to you than any right now that you guys are working on that you can talk about?
This song called Ghost is fire. We wrote it with our old sound guy, John Sustar, and he's also written. He wrote that track Code for Motionless in White on their last Disguise, whatever that record is. Like he wrote. It's a really good song. So we John Sustar being the sound guy, he's like, yo, you should check out some of these tracks, and I really like this one called Ghost, and we're effing with that next.
What's the growth musically you've seen from yourself working on these tracks and with this new band, if anything, man?
I always want to grow musically. Tonally speaking, getting better tones and things like that, and doing things like, to keep me, less is more, so to speak. I'm not throwing like everything but the kitchen sink in these tracks, but there's definitely a lot of, I kind of grew back into a little bit of the old stuff too, for those people that were really like, all about Candy Ass or stuff like that. Like, there's some moments like that I think people will appreciate if they're like an old Orgy fan. So I think there's the best of both worlds. So I think that helps anybody grow.
Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be hard to put a set list together though, with all the material that you guys have out?
Oh, it already is. Just adding a couple of new songs, like, in with the old songs. And we're probably going to end up having to do, once we get a few more of these out, we're definitely going to have to do some kind of medley with, the older songs or something like that, just kind of walk people through them, and just to touch on them and make sure that people know that we still care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there a song though that you want to add to the set list that's not ever been played live, possibly?
No, they've all been played live, I believe. Maybe like the Spectrum, like, which is like the hidden track on the second record. Maybe that one, but I think we've actually played that song as well. What song? I'm trying to think. There's definitely a couple that we just haven't played, but I can't think of which ones. But definitely a few. You know what I mean? There's I don't think we really played Social Enemies much, which was the first song on the first record. And what else did we not play from that? We've played everything else pretty much.
So what's your thoughts on touring and getting back out on the road and everything, trying to get back to normal?
I just hope it happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I've been dying to do this. So hopefully, God willing, that we'll be able to keep this going, and pandemic goes away. I want it gone.
That is for sure. And things are opening up a little bit more. I saw New York is going to push back the mandates now. So that's good. So little inch by inch, man. So hopefully soon.
Yeah, man. So we'll see how that goes. Like New York, that's a good one because, obviously that's like a hot spot, like, one of the epicenters. So hopefully, that'll be able to, help the rest of the states gauge, what they should do and what they shouldn't do. They're pretty quick to respond on stuff now, I think.
What do you hope everyone takes away while listening to these new singles, your albums, all your music in general, Jay? What do you hope to get from it?
Is that we've achieved like some another level, like we've actually graduated to the next level, and it may not be everyone's exact cup of tea, but what is, you know what I mean? So I just hope they take away that we put in the time and effort, and we're working on stuff, so.
And I think it's still cool that you guys are still around, because that's the extra flavor of music, man, that somebody can discover and be like, whoa, these guys help me,
Yeah. And it's kind of stuff that we're doing for everybody, not just like the old Orgy fans, but obviously the goal is to get new fans as well. So,
right.
We're aiming high.
I know you have a lot of music, man, that you turn to for inspiration, things like that, just to get you through the day. But do you still have a go-to album, or maybe just a song that you find yourself going back to, listening to from time to time, that you cannot kick out? You have,
like I like Three Teeth. I like some of those guys' songs. Shit, man. Like generally, probably like a Gesaffelstein track or something like that. I don't know if you know who he is, but like Pursuit or something like that. Just I listen to a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but there's a lot of stuff that I really love. Like sometimes it's like hip hop. You know what I mean? So it just depends.
What has been your best musical moment that you couldn't believe that you or the band was a part of? And I know you guys been through some stuff, but what's been your best moment for you personally?
Sitting with Abe and Chino, like really drunk one night, like probably like 100 years ago, after we got off some tours or something, and we were just chilling at my house, and where I have a studio, and I don't know, we made this song called Soar that eventually, like, I think we should redo it because it's cool. It's cool as hell. Chino sounds great. We were just all pretty wrecked that night, but now that we're mature, healthy guys, now it'll be cool to like get that song happening again. Also, well, there's a lot of moments, man. Like that's just one highlight, like of something that like that people could share in that, that was like a moment back then that, we can bring to the light today, so that's, I'm just gonna go with that one.
I gotta
everything with Jonathan, Queen of the Dam, like things like that. Those are like highlights for me,
Yeah, and plus you guys were signed to Jonathan Davis's record label there for a while.
Hell yes.
That is insane. That is awesome. Yeah. I gotta ask this though, man. When you guys did the cover of Blue Monday, did you think that it would take off the way it did?
I had an idea, but not really as big as it did. No, I mean, you can never gauge when something like that's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Folks, you want to get out and check out Orgy's new stuff that's coming out. It's going to be coming out real soon. But Jay, I got to ask this too before I let you go, before I get all to the end of my stuff here. Are we going to you just going to do a full length on this? You going to do an EP, or have you guys made that decision yet?
It's going to be, like I said, it's probably going to be sorry. Yeah. It's probably going to be a full length. I mean, we definitely have the material. I just, who knows? Like we might do 2 EPs out of it. You know what I mean? I don't really know. So that's the word's still out on that one. People don't really like when you release like 100 songs at once, or maybe they do. I don't know. But a lot of people like get bored real fast. So I just want to give them like, just some good songs and just keep them coming.
Jay, how can folks stay in touch with you guys, buy some merchandise, tour dates, all this good stuff of Orgy? How can you do that, good sir?
So, just orgymusic.com, the Facebook and Instagram pages, the Orgy Music pages. There's on dude, shows you how often I go on there. But yeah, there's like Orgy Official at Instagram, and then Orgy on Facebook. It's Orgy Music, I think. So, but like the website, definitely orgymusic.com will point you in the right directions.
And I will drop all the links during this podcast when I post this, and all the links will be there for everybody to find all things Orgy.
Right.
Before I let you go, good sir, would you care to do a promo for my show, Jay?
Sure, no worries. Hey guys, this is Jay from Orgy, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour. Please get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link and our YouTube link, and please subscribe to my YouTube link because I'd really tremendously appreciate it. And get out and check out Orgy. Check out their new singles that they've got out. Karma Castles is one of them. Check out their video for Spells. You won't be disappointed, folks. And please check out Blue Monday and all stuff Orgy-wise because this band can still bring it to the table. So, Jay, man, I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck still to this day, my friend.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.